Let's go to iKAT. So it detects, hey, you're in a non-Windows kiosk. Okay. So let's check out some of the Chrome resources. So what version of Firefox am I using? You're using Firefox 1.5. Okay, so if I come here, can I access that URL, which is the about:config from the Chrome configuration? Hey, I can. Well, that's pretty damn easy. And then I will hijack the printer. So I find the print command, which is that. My new print command is, of course, USR bin extern. My USR bin extern. Okay. And I'm going to go back to iKAT. Go to my common dialogues. I need to print, and it doesn't have a print dialog or print icon in the menu. You see they've disabled it. So I have a handy little thing here that lets me print. Print. You sure you want to print this? Yes, print. Printing. Hey, shell. Now the Wunderbar Emporium exploit that came out recently works really, really nicely on all of these kiosks. And from this point, getting root is absolutely trivial. You can also see that we have wget on the kiosk. Wow, that's really handy. How about netcat? Yeah, we got netcat too. So we can spawn a reverse shell back to another box. 2 seconds. I mean, why these aren't like hardened installations? Well, why do you need a copy of wget and netcat inside your kiosk? I have no idea. But yeah, game over. Let's hack another one. Let's hack Web Converger. This one's a little harder. Come on. I guess that's what I get for trying to run like 6 kiosks on my laptop. Come on, come on. Alrighty. What? Okay, full screen that. Alrighty. Okay. Here we are. We got iKAT for Linux. Woo. Just out of interest, I get a hell of a lot of flack about this logo. I gave this presentation in Malaysia, and people there were really, really conservative, right? All the Muslim people with their headdresses, and all the women were like this when they saw the picture. But the reason I have a logo like this is actually to stop people from hacking kiosks with it. Because people say, like, oh, when I'm sitting at the train station or the airport, I'm hacking the kiosk. This is actually the last thing that I want on the screen, because everyone looks at it and thinks you're surfing porn. That's my reasoning anyway. Okay, so let's try the exact same trick. We'll go, hey, detect my Firefox version. Hey, using Firefox 3 this time. Okay, that's cool. Let's try accessing about:config. Firstly, let's type about:config. Access to this protocol is being disabled. Okay, that's obviously in the blacklist. How about accessing the Chrome URL? Nothing happens. It's also disabled. They don't want you to access that. Okay, that's fine. I've got a long list of Chrome URIs here. How about accessing tools options? Okay. Oh, there we go. We can get tools options, access that directly through the Chrome URI. That's kind of handy. What can we do with this? So, why don't we manage some of the add-ons that we have on this kiosk? Oh, look, we got this Web Converger Kiosk extension. Now, I had to disable that shit. Oh, fuck that. Alright, we'll restart iSweasel. And the kiosk comes back. And now you see we've got a whole lot more menus. Okay. Now we've got rid of the kiosk extension. It's time to add my extension. So I'm going to install the iKAT Firefox extension. Of course it says, oh, I've prevented. Are you sure? Yes, I do. Oh, are you sure? The author's not verified. This could be really naughty. Yes. Okay, you're gonna have to restart again. Okay, sure, restart. One new add-on has been installed. This is now persistent until the kiosk is next rebooted or like reset off his live CD. I right click, and now I can spawn a listener shell, a reverse shell, spawn a binary, or just spawn xterm. Give me xterm, please. And I got xterm. So this is actually using JavaScript, using init or process.init to just spawn a local process. This is standard JavaScript functionality, but the kiosk, same thing, fails. And this one, I have wget also. I don't have I don't have netcat, but I have wget, so I guess that's pretty much the same thing because I can download netcat. All right, so game over. I pretty much figured Linux kiosks are dead. You can see from the dead penguin. Okay, hang on, is any of this O'Day? Accessing Chrome, that's not O'Day. You know, .NET was actually designed to spawn applications. This is part of, you know, its design. It's a feature, not a bug. Java is also capable of spawning processes. Everything is functioning as it was designed and expected. Apart from the race condition I found inside Kiosk, that pretty much is O'Day. Yeah, these are features, not bugs. Remember Microsoft's immutable law of security, law number 3, that if I have access to your computer, you pretty much lose. Now, photo kiosks. I was walking down the street a little while ago, and I walked into a place called The Warehouse in New Zealand. It's this big store. It's kind of like Walmart in New Zealand. And they got these photo kiosks everywhere. And I walked past and I thought, holy crap, I never thought of this previously. I never thought of hacking a photo kiosk. I wonder if I could do that. Now, the first thing I realized is that these things don't have an internet connection. So using iKAT, it's not going to work. However, they do accept memory cards, CD-ROMs, and USB sticks. Now, I started doing a bit of research on photo kiosks. I started Googling, and I found this group called the Anti-Walmart Group. It's this bunch of like teenagers in America who obviously work at Walmart, hate their jobs, and they write a whole lot of information on how Walmart can be hacked. One of them said specifically that he broke into one of the photo kiosks and he found thumbnail copies of every photo that had been processed at the kiosk. And I went, ooh, because the first thing that ran through my mind is what type of photo are you going to get processed automatically by a machine versus a person? Tell me, right? It's the dodgy photo of you and your missus, or you and your... Right. So if we can access the photos that are on this kiosk, it could be really fun and amusing for us. So I developed what I call iKAT Photo. Basically, it's just like iKAT, but it's for Windows photo kiosks. You extract it to a USB stick or a memory card. You can keep it on your keyring, keep it on you the whole time. And whenever you see a photo kiosk, just jam it in the machine and see what happens. It uses autorun.inf and contains all the tools. This is particularly handy because I found many of these kiosks let you have common dialogues where we can run processes. So if you can have all the tools that you need on a USB stick to hack the kiosk, that's obviously pretty handy. It allows for pretty fast exploitation. It's also completely touchscreen friendly. In other words, these buttons are really big and it's hard to miss them. And as you can see, the first button is touchscreen keyboard. So it'll actually spawn a virtual touchscreen keyboard for you, the on-screen keyboard, and that will then give you access to use cmd.exe and do whatever you want. And ironically enough, I tried this out at the warehouse in New Zealand, and it worked a treat. It worked very nicely, and I popped shell. However, I wasn't brave enough to try and find the photos, because I don't like going to jail. Now, are there any questions? That's the end of my talk.
Just a small question. Is an automatic teller machine some kind of kiosk?
Yes, an automatic teller machine is some type of kiosk. However, the input vectors are severely limited. So an ATM, you only have your standard keypad, which is usually a PS2 keypad. Yeah, so this type of attack would work, but you'd have to find a way of getting access to it. Maybe if it had USB or something on it. On a similar note, I've actually noticed that planes these days have USB. A lot of things have USB.
There's a smart card reader.
Smart card reader? We don't have those in New Zealand, but that's true, yes.
And in Belgium we have touch screens as well.
Right. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, if you could find something with a smart card, then yeah, I mean,